Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. No, not yet. Come on.
That's Becca. She has a flag. That's Becca.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome back. As we get set for our final game of the night, this one is going to be from the winner's side. It is going to be Spring Hill American White taking on South Sumter. Sumter will be the visiting team. Spring Hill White will be the home team. We'll get you lineups here in just a moment. So here's a funny story for you. I got in here about 25 minutes ago. The door closes, and we get locked in a press box. Literally locked in. 27 years, folks, I've been doing this. I have never, ever, ever been locked in a press box. They had literally had to kick the door down to get it out and get it open. So that's why we were waiting. So let's get you the order here in just a moment. Johnson, Strotter, Caden Ellis.
How's everyone over here doing? Good? Long ride for you guys, huh? So far.
And then Jackson Gill. Well, maybe after all the kicking it doesn't work anymore, but it doesn't look like there's any power. They're trying to get the Hey, tell the umpire we're not ready to go yet. So for South Sumter, they're going to lead it off with Rashad Johnson. He'll take the first pitch and foul that one off. 27. Williams will be on the hill for Spring Hill White, the left-hander. Johnson swings and misses, strike two. An 0-2 count now. The first just got started, folks. Glad to have you along here on JockJive.com. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. One out in the inning. At the plate now is Jay Strotter. Pops this one up into shallow left center field. Diving catch made by the center fielder for Spring Hill White. What a catch there. And as soon as they get some things fixed here in the booth, we'll get you the Spring Hill White lineup too. I don't have that yet, so as soon as we get that, I'll let you know who's who. Coming to the plate now. We can wait till in between innings. It's fine. Caden Ellis at the plate right now with two down. Swing and he'll foul this one off. Look out as that goes to the right side into the stands. So what a play. Who's ever playing center field for Spring Hill White, Travis Clark makes. And, man, I'll tell you what, that was a great catch. Strike called, and it's quickly 0-2, and Williams wasting no time right now on the hill. And the 0-2 from the left-hander, Dalton Williams. Swung on and fouled back. Strike three called, struck him out looking. And they go down 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors. Just 7 pitches for Williams. And we'll come back, bottom of the first, set to go here in just a moment. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ward. Hotop in the on-deck circle. Now 2-1. And the ball, 3-1. Caden Ellis is on the hill tonight. They turn in their lineup sheets, but they forget to put position numbers on them. And a walk given up. It's going to get past the catcher, and Ward mosey down to first. So a runner aboard. Thank you. Yeah, we'll get these positions in here for you in just a moment. Outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch again is outside, and the count goes 3-0. Three balls and a strike. To Zachary Hotop, the left-hander, a runner at first. Nobody out here. Bottom of 1, no score. Caden Ellis, the big right-hander, on the hill with a 3-1 count to Zachary Hotop. And he's going to walk him. Walk issued, so back-to-back walks. Saw Ellis have a little trouble the other day on the hill and just couldn't get the zone right away. And a quick visit from the coach. South Sumter coach already out there to chat with his player, Ellis.
Testing. Williams.
So 2 runners aboard to start here in the bottom of the first for Caden Ellis, having a little trouble finding the zone. And the shout-out number is now up there for those of you that are watching the game. You can text shout-out to either team, player, coach, whatever the case may be. Tell us where you're listening and watching the game tonight. Text only on those shout-outs. 865-209-9887 is the number. Strike called on the outside corner. Count goes 1-1 to Williams. Beautiful night here. The rain has held off. Supposed to hold off until late tonight. We're keeping our fingers crossed that Mother Nature will be kind. That ball's ripped into left field. Base hit. That'll move runners up 60 feet. And bases are loaded.
Stepping to the plate for Spring Hills, number 35, Travis Clark.
Shines gets it back in quickly. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Travis Clark, the center fielder who made a phenomenal catch to start this game. He calls for time as Ellis takes a little too much time himself getting set to throw. Again, this is the winner's bracket game. One team will get their first loss in the tournament. The other team will move on with no losses yet. Wild pitch. Here comes the runner. He'll slide in safely. And the first run on the board for Spring Hill White as Ward comes home on the wild pitch. Hotop moves down to third on that same pitch, and Williams goes down to second. So a 1-0 lead early for White. Outside for a ball. And Caden Ellis having some trouble right now, finding that strike zone again. 2-0. He's already walked a couple of batters. Line shot right into the glove of the second baseman, quickly to his shortstop, but no double off there.
Next up is Spring Hill number 18, Raymond Gretsch.
And the first down of the inning is recorded. Raymond Gretsch comes to the plate, third baseman, with 2 runners aboard and 1 down. Takes a pitch on the inside corner, called for a strike. Looked like he backed out of the box a little bit. Each umpire has their zones different. Some are wide, some are high. Lays down a bunt right in front of the plate, a beautiful one. Fair ball, they'll throw down the first high, and the run will score. Sacrifice bunt, and it's 2-0. Nicely done. Williams goes down to third.
Next up, number 19, Mikey Rizzuto.
Mikey Rizzuto comes to the plate, the right fielder with a runner at third and a 2-0 lead. White out early here, bottom of the first. One-0 count. Swing and a miss on a good change, and it'll be 1-1. Ellis does have some movement on his baseball, and he can pull the string. Over the top, and it's 2-1. Rizzuto at the plate, 6th man in the order. In the on-deck circle will be McMurdo, the second baseman. We hear strike 2 called, 2-2. Lights on here at the ball field. Like I said, a really nice night. Temperature did drop just a little bit. Right now about 83 here in Spring Hill. Curveball swung on, drilled it deep left side, but it will go out of play, foul. Got a good piece of that one. Just didn't straighten it out enough. Quick hands to get that pitch, that's for sure. Nicely done by this young man. Two down, runner at third. 2-0 lead, bottom of 1. Fastball on the corner, called strike 3, and he strikes him out. Spring Hill will pick up 2 runs on a hit. Due up for South Sumter, Gill, Mullins, Durham when we return right here on JockJive.com. Stick around. I'm Chuck Sebastian. Glad to have you along tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget the shout-out number is up there if you'd like to give a shout-out to one of your favorite players, coaches, or team. Go ahead and text us there, 865-209-9887. That's 865-209-9887. Text only.
Dalton Williams for Spring Hill ended with 8. The bottom of the second, Spring Hill 2, South Sumter 0.
I want to remind you, don't forget to check out our Facebook page. We are trying to hit 10,000 likes this summer. And with your help, we can do so. And the best thing about the Facebook page, the social media page at JockJive, is that you get all the information about everything we do. We'll be doing over 500 different youth events from now until the middle of August. So if you want to know where we're going to be, what team we're broadcasting, where, how, when, why, and what time, that's one way to stay tuned. Everything is put up on our Facebook page. where we're going to be, the games, the times, and if there are any weather delays or inclement weather delays, postponements, anything of that nature, anything that's happening while a broadcast is going on, we'll update you right there on our Facebook page. So while we get warm-ups here from Williams again in between innings, go to your Facebook page, type in JockJive, JockJive, and give us a like, and then make sure that you follow us, and we'll keep you up to date throughout the entire Dixie Youth Summer of 2017 coming your way this year with JockJive.com. Again, I'm Chuck Sebastian. Glad to have you along. Thanks for tuning in as we are in the winner's bracket side of play here. Whoever loses here, it'll be their first loss. They will get knocked down to the loser's bracket. The winner will move on and wait. The winner of that game,
for South Sumter, number 33,
that the loser of this game will go play. Gill leads it off here and takes a strike on the corner. It'll be Jackson, Gill, then Mullins, and then Durham. And he's going to get, just got out of the way. I thought it might have got a piece of him, but the umpire calls the ball, and Gill's not hopping around, so he seems to be all right. Good crowd on hand for this one. Both sides filled, cheering on their teams. Swing and a miss. Count will go 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Come in hard, down and low, and 2-2 overthrew that pitch. Interesting to watch some of these young guys on the hill. Man, they have all the motions of the major leaguers. They got the shaking the head yes or no on the pitch they throw. And so they watch a lot of baseball. Swung on, grounded hard. Sounded like it hit the plate. Out to the second baseman it goes for the out. Murdo picks it up, throws it over to first for out number 1.
Number 30, George Mullins.
Here's George Mullins, the center fielder. His first time up. Durham in the on-deck circle, 1 down. Squares the bunt, and he missed. When he squared, he hesitated a little bit. And he didn't line himself up. He was trying to catch him off guard. Grutch now will come in on the third base line into the grass. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery from Dalton Williams. Change-up, swing and a miss. Another strikeout recorded. Boy, this young kid's got some really good stuff as well. Both pitchers seem to be able to control the baseball from the hill.
Next up, we have number 3, Billy Durham.
Here's Billy Durham. Billy is the right fielder tonight for South Sumter. Comes to the plate with 2 down. Look for Billy maybe to try to lay down a bunt. He'll look low at the first one. He's got good wheels. We've seen him bunt the other day a couple of times. He can really go. And he's got that foot planted to try to get that extra step towards the first base bag. Swings at a fastball there, missed. 1-1. And Dalton Williams right now has really got some command of his pitches tonight, and that is a good thing when you can do that. You know, if you can go through at least 4 innings of work without having to worry about whether you have to need a day of rest, you've got a pretty good game going. Strike called there, and it's 1-2. They have to watch the number of pitches thrown. Otherwise, there are certain amounts you can throw. Then you have to have a complete day of rest. 36 hours, 48 hours, things of that nature. So coaches really watch. Ground ball to short. Throw to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Barnum makes the play. No runs, no hits, no errors. Just 12 pitches again. Do it for Spring Hill White. McMurdo and Higgins when we return right here on JockJive.com. So we roll now to the bottom of 2. And McMurdo McMurdo, Najak, and Higgins do up here in the inning.
Leading off for Spring Hill's number 3, Brady McMurdo.
Probably see now, can't you? I wasn't sure what it was either at first. I was hoping that when I pulled it, the glass wouldn't fall out. Fouls that one back after a called strike on the first one, and the count will go 0-2. Fastball on the corner, and he just missed. Again, winner will play tomorrow night. Right now, scheduled for 7 p.m. Down the line, and it's going to be a fair ball inside the third base bag there. And then McMurdo will get himself a base hit. Strawder.
Stepping to the plate for Spring Hill, we have number 55, Cameron Najak.
Johnson couldn't get over there. So Najak comes to the plate now with the runner aboard. No outs. Very exciting game prior to this one, an 8-7 win. And the other game on the other diamond tonight was a 4-inning run rule. Wildwood got beat by Spring Hill Navy. So Wildwood has been eliminated. And San Antonio just got eliminated in the last game. So 2 wild pitches, and quickly down to third is McMurdo. Ground ball to first. On the hop, steps on the bat, right into the glove of Strawder. And McMurdo has to hold where he's at. He just slid over there, and that ball just hopped right into his glove.
Spring Hill's number 99, Brandon Higgins.
Yeah, buddy.
Here's Higgins now with an out. Runner at third.
Pitch count. Pitch count. Pitch count. Alice on the mound right now. 31.
31, coach.
Checking on Caden Ellis's pitch count because they're going to want to. These coaches are going to have to think now because they want to be able to use. They've got 2 more, that you want to play in. So you've got to be careful. Coaches are chatting with each other from Spring Hill White. They're going to check this pitch count. Or they're checking the batter. Okay, Higgins is supposed to be the one up. Listed on the roster, so they were making sure before they bat out of the order. Strike call. 0-1. Higgins choked up on the bat, squares the bunt, wild pitch, and no movement. Got it off the fence pretty quick, but looked maybe like McMurdo wasn't watching that play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out or 1 out, and a 2-0 lead. Ouch, that's going to hit him, and he's going to go down to first. So runners at first and third with 1 out for Barnum.
Coming to the plate, number 7, Jacob Barnum.
Jacob Barnum, and we may be getting a pitching change here.
I married Irish.
Possibly. I don't know yet. I think he's at 34 unofficially. Coach out there to chat with him. And I believe that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a pitching change.
Taking over on the mound for South Sumter, we have number 33, Jackson Gill.
So Jackson Gill will come to the hill. Ellis will go over to short. And Gill will take his warm-ups, and we'll be back in just a moment. Stay right there. More coming up right here on JockJive.com.
Once again at the plate for Spring Hills, number 7, Jacob Barnum.
Jacob Barnum at the plate, and now Gill takes over on the mound. And his first pitch is inside, a ball tight, and down to second will go Higgins.
Left after the ball was after the mid.
And that pitch called for a strike. 1-1. Barnum trying to move those 2 base runners. Second and third. Already's got himself and his team a 2-0 lead. Tries to lay down a bunt on a high pitch. It lays right down in the first base line. They'll throw to first. Runner now going to delay and go. Nobody at home. Tag. No, he got underneath. He's safe. And I believe that the call at the plate was safe because the catcher had the ball in his hand and not in his glove when he laid down the tag. So Jennings lays down the tag with the glove hand on the ball in the right hand, and the run scores on bunt.
Next up, number 9, Camacho Persad.
Let's go, it's right here, kid. Show them what you got.
Oh, I think he thought he was safe at first, so he continued to go. So 2 outs. Runner at third is Higgins. It's a 3-0 lead. And a strike called on Persad. Side for a ball, 1-1. Popped up in the infield, calling forward is the pitcher Gill. He'll make the catch to end the inning. But not before Spring Hill picks up a run on 1 hit. They lead it 3-0. Back in just a moment on JockJive.com.
For South Sumter.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we get set here to go. Top of 3-0 lead for Spring Hill White. At the plate is Jennings, Caleb Jennings, first time up.
For South Sumter, we have number 9, Caleb Jennings.
Strike on that first pitch. If you missed the games earlier, like I mentioned, Spring Hill National 8, San Antonio 7. San Antonio eliminated. And Spring Hill Navy 16, Wildwood 5. That one was final in 4 innings on the run rule. Wildwood was eliminated. So those are the 2 early games. Now in the late game here from the winner's bracket, Sumter and Spring Hill White battling it out to try to stay in the winner's bracket. Pitch is low and down and in the dirt, 1-1. They play 6 innings unless there is a run rule. Oh, in the dirt again, 2-1. I doubt you'll see a run rule here. These 2 teams are very, very good. Apparently this is not the first 2 times or 3 times these teams have met. Wow, Dalton really... First 2 innings cruising right along, now having a little trouble, and I'm not sure what's going on, but Coach must have seen it as well, so he's going to go out there and chat with him, and looks to me like his release point is way out of whack right now. I don't know if if he's trying to throw something different I've always said that the younger they are, that you just tell them to get it across the plate. You start trying to teach these kids how to throw curves and sliders and knuckleballs and everything else you can think of. It you can really do some damage early on in their career, and it's tough to throw. Just throw the ball over the plate. Let your defense do the work. Inside, he walked him. So a walk issued and a base runner for Sumter.
24, Samaje Shines.
Samaje Shines will come to the plate now. The runner on first, nobody out. So again, the game has changed a lot in 40 years, folks, so I'll age myself. At least 40 years. Guy next to me is like, yeah, right, Chuck, uh-huh. All right, almost 50 years. I played ball. When I was playing little ball like this, it was 1968. Does that give you any idea? And the Tigers were winning the World Series. Pitch outside, ball one. I don't think. I thought he said ball one, but maybe he said strike. We'll wait and see. Wild pitch, runner going to go down. That definitely a ball. That one low. Let's see what he holds up here. 1-1 is what he's got. Okay. Yeah, 1-1. He's got a wide strike zone tonight, big time. Yeah, it is wide. And he told me he's got a different strike zone than the guy that's on the infield. Both of them. The guy in the infield has a very tight window. Tries to lay down a bunt there. So now ball and 2 strikes, and Shines now will have to try to swing away unless he can get that bunt in between the white lines. Fastball swung on, off the glove of the pitcher, left-handed. Got a runner in between the bases, though, between second and third. He'll run him down, tag him out himself. Now an argument on the diamond between the coach of Sumter and the infield coach, the home plate umpire. The pitcher chased him down. And what the coach is saying is he didn't have the ball in the glove. Now, we don't get the opportunity for replay here. And I wish we did, but he's giving a warning to the coach of Sumter. Now the home plate umpire going to chat with him. So, off the glove of the pitcher, Williams. And no. And the home plate umpire overrules the infield umpire, and he called him out. And I believe that he is correct. I believe that he had the ball in the glove. So
next up, we have number 22, Ish Rodriguez.
So Jennings is out at third. Runner at first is Shines. 1 out at the plate is Rodriguez. And he'll foul this pitch off. Sometimes you've got to remember, including fans, that it's just a game. And you've got to let these kids remember they're 8 and 9 play that game. And sometimes there's a little too much jumping up and down. Yes, really cold water if you would. Swing and a miss. As a former player, as a former coach, as a former commissioner, I know what it's like to be out there, but everybody's human. There are mistakes made, and you've got to let it go and just play on. 3-0, third inning. Swing and a good fastball. Boy, he was having some trouble there for a while, but he has found that zone again, and Dalton Williams with another K. That's 2 down now in the inning, and a runner at first.
Next up, number 11, Johnny Michaels.
Come on, people. I apologize for that, folks. There's some people out in the stands that just don't get it. Outside for a ball. Runner starts to go, then goes back to first. Nice job there by Hotop to get that ball down to second. Up top, 2-0. Down again. Throw back to first. Whoa, boy. Shines better be careful. He's going to get caught off that bag a little too far there. Really making the catcher work. They're hoping for a defensive error there as the catcher will throw down, and hopefully he'll throw it away is what they're looking for. But he's got a pretty good target right now. Williams in the dirt. Nice stop. Unfortunately hit the shoulder pad of the catcher and keeps it in front of him, but Shines goes down to second on that wild pitch. Used the chest protector there and rolled the shoulder, did the right thing, get in front of the ball, keep it in front of you, and does a nice job. Now the infield will come in on the first base side in case of a bunt. Strike on the corner as you hear him say, yep. And Shine still antagonizing the catcher out there at second base, daring him to throw. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. And Michael's trying to do something here. Strike 2. There he goes to third. Throw in. No, he got underneath. That time he had enough distance to steal a base. So full count now for Johnny Michaels. Runner down at third. Outside, he'll get a walk. Nice job working the plate and the count. Michaels rounds first quickly. He's got some good wheels. Watch him scamper.
We have number 12, Kale Scott.
With 2 out now, we'll see if Sumter takes a chance to maybe try to run their runner from first to second. Should be a free bag. There should be no throw down, but don't put us past Hotop to fire down to try to get him to run into the third out. The old rule of play, though, Higgins, the old rule of play, though, is Higgins will either fire it back to his pitcher or his shortstop coming in tight, trying to get Shines to take off from third. We'll see what they set up. There was a conversation on the mound. And Scott now at the plate with runners at first and third with 2 down. Swung on, little grounder to first. Fair ball, steps on the bag, and that will end the threats. So due up for Spring Hill now will be Carno Ward, Hotop. No runs, no hits, no errors for South Sumter. As we go to the bottom of the third here on JockJive.com. Still a 3-0 lead for Spring Hill White. Don't forget we'll have more action tomorrow night. Now, we have talked with the powers that be, and we're trying to kindly get them to move one game up an hour or the other game back an hour so we can bring you both games. If not, I'll bring you the game from the winner's bracket only, since I'm the only one left here.
99, 11, and 12, all 3 subs entering in.
Is that it, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Everybody? South Sumter has completed their substitution.
So Carno will come to the plate. He's the last man on the roster in the order. They bat 12, and then they usually switch to 9. We'll see if they choose to do so. Discussion between the umpire and the coach now, maybe going over there and trying to calm things down. It's not one of those games that you doesn't look like the umpire's getting any love out there tonight. So we go to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be 12, and then back to the top of the order, 1, 2, 3. And Carno will come to the plate. Ethan, his first opportunity here against Gill. And a first pitch called for a strike.
Off Spring Hill 0-0, Ethan Carno.
Just a little low and outside, 1-1. So if we get the two games to switch to 6 and 8 or 7 and 9, we'll let you know. And if not, like I said, we'll be bringing you the winners bracket side game at 7 p.m. We'll keep you up to date on scores from the other side of the diamond and let you know what's going on in that game. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout recorded.
Back at the top for Spring Hill, we have number 34, Andrew Ward.
Ward now comes to the plate. Outside corner, got a strike. Andrew looking for his first hit tonight in the leadoff spot. Third baseman in on the grass. Right to the glove on a good scoop. Oh, he overthrew his first baseman. Kind of lobbed it left the hand way above 12 o'clock. And that's going to be an error on Johnson.
Next up, we got number 2, Zachary Hotop.
He had a great play there. I mean, he was playing in. He was able to get that nice snag there, but then when he released, he was way up in the air, and he just kind of looped it over the top. Now he'll play in even tighter as Hotop comes to the plate from the left side. Slaps the ball to short. They'll flip to second for one. Good grab there by Rodriguez, but unfortunately throw low, can't make the double play. So with two down.
Coming to the plate, number 27, Dalton Williams.
And here's the pitcher, Dalton Williams. He's got himself a 3-0 lead right now. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Boy, the runners for Spring Hill White, they love to challenge the catchers. Swung on, popped up, shallow center field, going back. Shortstop, did they drop the ball when they ran into each other? Yes, they did. 3 guys out there, no communication between anybody. And unfortunately, Ellis was the one probably going to be able to get to that ball, but he's run into by his center fielder, Mullins.
Back at it again for Spring Hill. We have number 35, Chase Clark.
And that ball's going to fall in between the 3 of them. And here's Travis Clark. And he'll take strike 1. 2 runners aboard, 2 down. Didn't go around all the way. Should have kept going. Slow to swing down. I'm not sure why. I think he wanted to change his mind at the last minute. But once you start, you got to follow through. Got a piece of that one on the handle to the shortstop. Ellis again bobbles, throws to first, not in time. Everybody's safe.
Coming to the plate once again for Spring Hills, number 18, Raymond Gretsch.
And Gretsch comes to the plate again with bases loaded. 2 down, and a little chat on the mound now between Gill and Coach. We'll see what they're going to do. They've got bases loaded, 2 out. I mean, this conversation will be short and sweet. Play the batter, step on the bag, and you're done. Get out of the inning, go back and swing the bats. A long conversation on the hill, and the umpires not even approaching this coach to go out there and say anything. They've already had words, the coach at third and the umpire in the infield. And not the first time in the tournament things have been going on. Here we go. Bases loaded. First pitch. There's a strike from Gill. And a nice pitch. Raymond looks down, checks the sign from his coach. Oh, he's late on that. Boy, nice change. He had him fooled completely. Raymond didn't even know if he was going to get the bat all the way around on that one. It's already in the glove. 0-2. Change up again, popped up behind the plate. Catcher is going to play it with the mask on. Jennings is able to make the catch. And that'll end the inning. Can't pick any runs up, no hits. They leave 3 on. Due-ups for Sumter, Ellis, Johnson, Strotter. When we come back, it's the top of the 4th inning. So top of the 4th. I want to remind you that we will be at nearly 500 youth sport games this summer. From T-ball to majors, Dixie youth, Dixie softball, Dixie baseball, and more. You can get it all right here. And don't forget, when the game is over, it doesn't mean the cheering has to stop. That's right. Get your very own copy of any game we broadcast by emailing us at info@jockjive.com. That's info, I-N-F-O, at jockjive.com. Tell us the game or games that you want, and we'll get the process started of getting a copy into your hands. Like I said, the summer of 2017 for Dixie Youth is going to be huge this year. Over 500 games by the time we're done between all of the different age groups and the different sports, softball, baseball, and so forth. So, again, a good chance to pick up some of your own copies for a keepsake, maybe a gift. Maybe somebody couldn't hear the game, see the game. It's a great opportunity to do so. Email us at info@jockjive.com. We'll get all that info back to you and let you know how you can download and get those games. So Dalton Williams back on the hill here for the top of the 4th inning. He'll face Cale Ellis. And then back to the top of the order for South Sumter. Ellis will be the 12th man, so to speak, on the roster, the last one to bat before they switch it to 9. Right now, just a 3-0 lead. Nothing big yet. Not enough to get comfortable, that's for sure. So Ellis will start it off here. Swing and a miss on that first pitch, called strike. Down low. Outside 2. Cricket right outside the window. That's what you're hearing in the mic out there, folks. 2-2 now is the count. Top of the 4th inning, 3-0 lead. It was early for Spring Hill White. And Williams outside and high for a ball. Unofficially, I've got him at 44 pitches. I don't know if that's the official pitch count or not for Dalton Williams, but again, I'm sure they're watching his numbers. On the outside, and Ellis didn't like the call. Cale, he gets called out on strikes, and it's 1 out.
South Sumter, we have number 25, Rashad Johnson.
Here's Johnson back to the top. He made some fireworks the other day, but so far tonight, quiet, 0 for 1. Swings at a high fastball and is underneath. 0-1. If you know the kid's got power, it's a good pitch to throw, and Williams did exactly what he should do. Keep it high and bring it in above the letters. If he'll chase a pitch like that, you win. Chase the next one. It was down low, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And Johnson's got that home run swing going right now. He needs to just make contact. Just got to put it in the green. 0-2 count. That one will come back to the screen. He in the dirt, little short hop there. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And way outside. And they'll go 22. The winner of this faces Spring Hill Navy. Strike 3 right there on the inside corner. That was a very nice pitch. And I can't believe Johnson didn't go after that one. He didn't like the call. He'll go back to the dugout with 2 down.
44, Jay Strader.
Jay Strader comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight as well. Sumter needs to get the bat going. In the dirt from the left-hander. I'd like to have a gun on this young man. He throws pretty hard. And granted, we're not that far out there to the hill, but I'm going to guess he's maybe upper 50s. Up top, 2-0 earlier. I think that was a strike. I think his strike zone might have got a little shorter this time, top to bottom. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. 2-1. Trying too hard. Got to learn to relax at the plate. Natural swing. Put the ball in the field. There it was, and he knew it too. As soon as he let it go by, he knew the strike was being called, and he wishes he could get that pitch back. Now he's got to protect it. 2-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. He got another strikeout. Boy, Williams is having a game. No runs, no hits, no errors. Do it from Spring Hill White, Rizzuto, McMurdo, Jack. All coming up right here. Bottom of the 4th next, right here on JockJive.com. So it looks like we're ready to go, and we'll get into the top of the fourth inning. Gill seems to be ready to go. We're just waiting on umpires to get ready to go. They like to chat with the crowd, that's for sure. He's kind of standing out there going anytime.
Leading off for Spring Hill, we have number 19, Mikey Rizzuto.
Rizzuto comes to the plate. Rizzuto, the right fielder, 0 for 1 tonight. Swings and misses at the first delivery. Again, a 3-0 lead. It was an early lead for Spring Hill White. Seeing if they can't get a couple more insurance runs. Curveball on the outside corner. Called strike. Maybe a little more outside than usual, but it was maybe coming across the corner of the plate. He swung way play that one, but fouls it off. That one was over his head, but those high pitches, everybody loves a high pitch. Looks like you can tear it up. 9 out of 10 times, though, foul off or you're going to swing and miss. Swing, and he's late there. Nice fastball. And Gill records a strikeout.
Coming to the plate for Spring Hill, number 3, Brady McMurdo.
This will be one of the lowest scoring games, I believe, so far in the tournament if it ends up this way, 3-0 right now. Most of the games have been some serious run production. Ground ball right to the first baseman's glove. And he'll step on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Spring Hill, we have 55, Cameron Najak.
Cameron Najak coming to the plate. Cameron 0 for 1 tonight. He's looking for a hit here with 2 down. Takes a strike. Boy, Gill really showing his stuff now. Swung on, slow roller. Going to be picked up by third, picked up by Ellis. It's short, long throw. Great stretch at first. Nicely done by Strawder. A 1-2-3 inning and a quick one at that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Coming up, top of the fifth next, right here.
Pitches. 2-8.
No, it should be, yeah. All right. 6 outs to work with. Sumter's got to get something going here. And they are hearing it from their coach right now to get it going. Did you know that over 1 million people visit us at JockJive.com every year? That number continues to grow annually. We stream everything from youth sports to the NCAA Division I, featuring productions that range from one unmanned camera to a full-scale production used by ESPN3. We've at venues that are as small as the City Park in New York to Legion Fields in Birmingham and the Toyota Center in Houston. Our work has currently taken us to more than 30 states nationwide. All that means is that we're ready to come work for you, whether a big project or a small, regardless of the geographical location. Contact us at JockJive Sports Productions by emailing info@jockjive.com. So the left-hander Williams will stay on the hill. There was a discrepancy whether he had 54 or 55. I think they figured out it was 54. I've got 55, but like I said, mine's not official. It's always unofficial. So I may have guessed your pitch, and I think I did it against that one batter. So 54 pitches. This young man's doing very well. Again, this is the first year that they initiated the pitch count for Dixie Youth Baseball. Kind of glad to see that it happened.
For South Sumter, we have number 15, Caden Ellis.
Here's Caden Ellis, the shortstop. Just made a great play. His first baseman hung out there and was able to snag that throw and get the third out of the inning. Now Ellis will try to do something for Sumter, like his 6 outs to work with. First pitch from Williams is outside and ball 1. There'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the order. So the heart of the order right now for Sumter here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. They've got to learn to take that cut a lot less They've got to relax a little bit. They're really tight at the plate tonight, and they're swinging at a lot of high pitches. Inside into the dirt. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Again, a much cooler evening here, but not a whole lot. Still 82 here. And yep, on the outside, called strike 2-2. It's the first umpire I think I've ever heard not say strike. It says yep. Two pitch on the way. Low. And he works the count full. It's another thing the South has to do. They got to go up and make Williams work. They want to get his pitch count level up as fast as possible to that 75 mark. Then they would have to take him off the hill. Got about 16 pitches to work with right now. So if you're the Sumter coach, you tell your guys to go up there and try to get the count to full and then foul things off left and right. Once he hits the 75 mark, he can finish the batter he's pitching to. After that, they have to take him out. And it could be something that South Sumter is able to start to hit. Otherwise, Williams trying to shut this down and go the full distance. Check the swing. He says no, and it's ball 4. And Ellis looked back because he thought he might have got caught on the corner there. So a walk given up.
We have number 33,
Jackson Gill in a timeout. And I believe this is the second trip to the mound, right? No, he's going over to talk to his first base coach. So they're going to talk about, I'm guessing, whether they're going to run Ellis. That's what that discussion is. No, they're going to take Ellis off the bag, and they're going to put a pinch runner in.
Substituting number 11 for number 15. He'll be re-entering.
So Michaels will come in and run for Ellis.
What? 60. 60.
So here's Gill. And Michaels goes down to first with the good wheels. So they must have an idea that they need to put a run across. They're going to run Michaels. I don't know if I take my chance here early. Swing on that, fouled off, so no run. The one thing you got to worry about is if Michaels gets gunned down, then you've lost that base runner, and it doesn't do you any advantage. If you can put the hit and run with Gill, then maybe you got a better shot. You're trying to keep out of the double play as well because your outs are down to 6. Swung on again, fouled off, and he's quickly in the count 0-2. Now Williams has got to make sure that he doesn't put any of these balls in the dirt. He's had more than a few of those wild pitches tonight that he has skipped up to the plate right now. He's got Gill 0-2. You leave him outside, you try to get him to hang one, but don't give it so he can put the barrel of the bat on it. Fastball, he got a piece again, so he hangs in there. So Jackson Gill's got a good stick, and Williams knows that. He can't give him anything to hit. Gill will protect this plate, 0-2. Runner at first again as Michael's still there. Got him, fastball swung on. Goes the runner to throw down. Tag by the shortstop, not in time. Boy, nice play. Almost to strike him out, throw him out. That was a really good play. And I believe that's going to be all for Williams, and it is. So Williams is going to come out of the game. And a big round of applause for him. He definitely deserved it. He had quite a night.
Taking over on the mound for Spring Hill is number 18, Raymond Rex.
64 pitches unofficially, 41 of those for strikes. That's 63%. Nicely done for him tonight.
Dalton Williams ends the game with a total of 64 pitches.
So he will be replaced by Gretsch, the third baseman. And he will get his warm-up tosses. The runner again at second with one out. They've got 5 outs now to work with. So they'll bring on Raymond to try to get these last 5 outs. 2 here in this inning and then 3 more in the top of the 6th. It is a 3-0 ball game with a runner at second. Come back. Stay tuned. You hear the umpire. 1 out, runner at second, and Mullins to the plate now. George 0 for 1 tonight. First base in on the grass, playing for the bunt. And Raymond wasn't ready to go. Now he gets himself set. First pitch, yep, strike. And again, runner at second. Michael is going to dance a bit out there. Try to draw a throw if he can. Curveball went wide of the glove, and down to third goes Michaels. So 60 feet away. Maybe the first run for Sumter. Inside and tight. And like I said, they did what they needed to do to get Williams off the hill. Wow. Boy, that curveball looked really pretty from my angle. It looked like a strike. He called it a ball. Woo! That one's definitely outside. Ball 4 and a walk. So a walk given up right away by Gretsch. Here's Billy Durham. Like I said, a lot of people, you look at this young man, doesn't look like he's got a lot of power. He put a ball a couple times in the right field in yesterday's game and really fooled the right fielder both times. Looking to lay down a bunt, missed, just about got hit by it. And everybody's looking around for the baseball. Nobody knows where it went. It got foul tipped. As they pat down the catcher, no ball here, no ball there. I believe it might have went behind the padding here, maybe.
Believe it or not, that ball fell right into my bag. He's out then, right?
He said it hit the catcher and flipped into his bag. We've seen it all tonight, folks, between locked press boxes and now a foul ball that drops into the pouch of the umpire. Now they're going to play in hard on third for the bunt. Durham looks like if he gets an outside pitch, he can take it to right field. That's what he'd like to do. And he goes. Infield plays in. It hurts because he shoots it past the third baseman. Run scores, rounding third. Down to second will go Durham. And the ball out into left field. And Ajax didn't really play that ball very well. But in at third, he was playing for the bunt. And Durham smacked it past him. So hard ground ball through the hole. Ellis scores. Mullins down at third. And Durham goes down to second. And they'll chase both runners back as Jennings now at the plate from the left side. I'm sorry, Michaels was the one that scored. So we'll see what happens here now. Runners at second and third, a 3-1 game. Still only one out, and it's a 2-1 count. Or 2-0 count. Is that what he held up 2-0? Or did he let 2-1? Oh. Slow roller to the mound. Bobbled. And he can't do anything with it. He has to hold on. It was kind of what they call a swinging bunt. And here comes Sumter. They're pumped now. Little slow roller. Goes out. Gresh comes in to try to handle it. By the time he picked it up, he has no play. And now the bases are loaded. And a chance for South Sumter. Samaje Shines to change the scoreboard here in the top of the 5th. Last game was a barn burner all the way to the 6th inning before it was won in the bottom of the 6th inning. Show and bunt again. I'm really shaking my head at this opportunity here. With one out, you're going to try to squeeze a bunt. Laid it down, it went foul, and it's quickly strike 1. The problem with laying down the bunt here is if it doesn't go well, it's a tag and toss, and it's 2 outs and you're out of the inning. You'd get nothing out of it rather than letting the kids swing away. The infield's already playing in, so, I mean, it's just a toss and tag, and you can get 2. But with the infield playing in, do like they did the last kid did, slap it past either the first or third baseman, and you'll get a couple of runs. Oh, change, and it's a little high. 2-1. He's got their lights on in right field. I'm surprised they haven't yelled to turn him off yet. Outside. 3-1. I don't know if they'll hear you out there. I don't know why people don't understand you don't pull up to the fence like that and keep your light. Line shot into right field past the diving first baseman's glove. They're going to send the third runner. No, they're going to cut him off. Now they got a runner in between. They'll just hold on to the ball. So a base hit there by Shines did exactly what I said. You play in, you can get burned. He slaps it out into right field on a line shot single.
Next up, number 22.
Mullins will score, and the bases are still loaded. And it's now 3-2. So the scoreboard change again, and they'll still play in tight for Rodriguez. Here's Ish. Takes the ball low and outside. So if the gentleman out in right field, if you're listening and watching the game online, please turn your lights off in your truck. Whoa. Wild pitch back to the screen. Throw to the pitcher. Sliding in safely. And will score. And it was all Durham who got this started. Remember, folks, he's the one that slapped that ball out there to get things going. So the pitch is a ball, and it's wild. Durham scores. Jennings goes down on the same pitch, and Shines also down to second on that same pitch. And now a throw count to Ish Rodriguez in a 3-3 game. Finally fires in the fastball and gets the called strike. 3-1. 1-1? It can't be 1-1. No, I guess it was. I had 3-1 too. That's a walk. He must have not paid attention to his counter or something, but
is number 99, Brandon Higgins.
So Brandon Higgins now going to come to the hill here for Spring Hill White. The right-hander going to take over.
Raymond Gretsch retires with 20 total pitches.
And the bases are going to be loaded. Ooh, it's got some heat. You hear that? There's only one out in the inning, and it's all tied up, 3-3. And that's all happening with just one out. Shines at second, Rodriguez at first, Jennings at third. Coming to the plate should be Johnson. Oh, this is not a guy I want to face. We already seen this kid put out a grand slam in this tournament already. Talk about opportunities rising. Here he is coming in, faces a new pitcher, bases loaded. Rashad is 0 for 2 tonight so far, though. Like I said, though, there's more than a few boys that have been swinging pretty hard. And right now you just need to kind of relax and just meet the ball, put it in the grass, let the ball go, and beat work for you. Bases loaded. You want to move these guys around. You want to put the pressure on the defense. I mean, it'd be nice if you can hit one out. If it goes out, yeah, it's even a better party tonight, but you swing and miss for the fence, does you no good. Coach with his last-minute tips to Higgins on the hill. Bresh came in off a third after a very strong outing for Williams. So here's Rashad Johnson. Let's see what he can do here. 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch up high and away. Ball one. A walk doesn't hurt you in this instance because you know what this kid can do if he hits one. I mean, you'd rather not walk in a run, but wow, into the right above the fence, into the stands there, and I don't know if anybody got hit or not. Hopefully they got their hands up. Everybody checking to see if everyone's okay, and the guy raised his hands. He says, "I'm fine." That's why you got to pay attention in baseball, folks, all the time. They're standing over there by this fence, so you got to protect yourself because you're about chest high right there. Wild pitch, and one runner decides, and then the other runner says, "No, I'm not going," and so everybody has to go back. 2-1. A little hard to go when the guy in front of you doesn't. Coach now explaining to Jennings, should have been gone. Ground ball to first. Tag the bag. They'll throw home in the dirt. Good stop. Run scores. Good play by the first baseman, Ward. Did everything he could to try to get the double play ball. Jennings will score, and the lead now goes to Sumter. Here's Jay Strotter. Strotter 0 for 2 tonight as well. 2 outs, 2 runners aboard. A 4-3 lead for South Sumter. Spring Hill White now will have to work their 6 outs. They will get the last at-bat in the game. Right now, the difference is just 1 run. Swung on, Strotter just underneath, got a piece of it, fouls it back. Looked like he wanted, got away from the catcher, throw to the pitcher, doesn't have the ball, put the tag down, another run scores on a pass ball. Shines comes home. It might have an opportunity had the pitcher hung on as Higgins put a sweep tag down. Unfortunately, though, when he did the sweeping part, the ball wasn't there. Outside. 2-1. Now a 2-run lead for Sumter. Another runner 60 feet away. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know how much you can see there, folks, but man, that was a strike in just about anybody's book. Up high, ball 4, and walked it. Runners on the corner, still 2 outs. Sumter taking advantage here. A couple of runs.
15 re-enters for 11.
Next up, 15, Caden Ellis.
Caden Ellis will come back. Caden started this inning. Remember, he got on, and they substituted a pinch runner in Michaels for him, and Michaels scored. So we batted around, and Caden Ellis will get another opportunity here. First pitch is outside for a ball. And boy, he almost threw it past his pitcher. Look out. Straughter was challenging him to throw so they can get Rodriguez home. And he almost threw it past Higgins. Strike called on the corner. I mean, I know I'm looking on an angle, but the catcher has to cross over and reach. It's a ground ball to second. Oh, he swiped at it. Big break there, 1 run. Here comes the second run. Ellis going to haul himself in to second base. He can't record an error because he never touched the ball, but it's a ball that should have been grabbed by Mercado. But he made that, Major League Baseball attempt. Instead of doing what you're taught, get in front of the baseball, he tried to do that swing and grab, and it didn't work for him.
33, Jackson Gill.
So Rodriguez comes home, and Straughter scores as well. And now it's a 7-3 ball game. So hard sometimes to teach young kids and even the high school kids to get in front of the baseball. Get in front of it. Don't try to make that magical snag and throw. Nice one. Piece of hitting there. Boy, right through the center. Oh, the center fielder misplayed it. Here comes 1 run. Rounding 2 and headed for 3 and slides in safely. It'll be a single and a 2-base error for Jackson Gill. Ground ball that went through the hole, and then Clark, who had the great play in center field, just totally misplayed that one. Ellis scores, and Gill gets 2 bases on the ball that goes through Clark. And it is now an 8-3 ball game. And boy, I'll tell you what, has this tide turned.
For Spring Hills, number 55, Cameron Najek.
So Higgins is done, and now Najek will come in. Gill is at third. George Mullins coming to the plate. When we return, the scoreboard has flipped. It's now in favor of Sumter by 5, 8-3, top of 5. We're back in just a bit. 8-3 lead right now. George Mullins at the plate. Runner at third is Gill. And swung on and fouled off.
At the plate for South Sumter is number 30, George Mullins.
So Cameron Najek has been called on now to try to get the final out here in the inning, and now Spring Hill White will have 6 outs to work with, and they've got to come up with some runs. Swung on and fouled off again on a nice fastball. Najek just coming right across the plate. That's what I say, just teach these kids to throw the strike. Bat on ball, let your infield or outfield do the work for you. And now they've got a 6-run lead. They have completely turned this game on end. Swing. No, he foul tipped it into the catcher's glove, though. And that'll do it. 9 runs, 5 hits, a couple of errors. Due up for Spring Hill White, Higgins, Barnum, and Prasad when we return. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. And now it is going to be a tough assignment here for Spring Hill White. They've got to get things going again. They've took off to the early lead. We'll see what they do when we come back. Stay tuned. So here we go now. Higgins rips that ball into left field. That's going to take a couple of hops and go all the way to the fence. Higgins rounding first, headed for second with a stand-up double to lead things off. And Higgins ripped that ball well.
Back at the top for Spring Hill, we have number 34, Andrew Ward.
Ward comes to the plate, takes strike 1. So a runner on second, and again, Spring Hill White needing some runs here. Popped off the end of the bat to second base into the glove for out number 1.
Coming to the plate, Spring Hill, we got number 2, Zachary Hotop.
Zachary Hotop now, the left-hander, at the plate with 1 out. Again, you don't have to get all 6 of them back immediately, but you'd sure like to cut it in half. Strike on the corner. Gill on the hill, the right-hander came in last inning. Curveball for strike 2. The box gets bigger as the Sun goes further and further down, I guess. About an hour and 40 minutes so far on this game. I know we started a little bit after 8 o'clock and just about 10 o'clock here, so pretty good moving pace here for this game, except for that inning. Ball high in the air into center field, coming in, making the catch for the out, and then the throw right on target to third base.
Next up, number 27, Dalton Williams.
There's Dalton Williams, who pitched a phenomenal game for this team to get him as far as they could, and then unfortunately had to be taken out because his pitch count got up there. Grounded to short. Ellis with the throw. Nope, hold on. The glove missed by the first baseman. Back to first goes Williams. So a throwing error by Ellis. That's twice now. He's made Strata really try to stretch over there.
Back at it for Spring Hills, number 35, Travis Clark.
Runners on the corner now with 2 down for Travis Clark. Strike called on the first pitch. Travis had that bobble out in center field just a little bit ago and love nothing better than to rip a good one here. Oh, check to swing. Off the catcher's glove. Runner goes down to second. Runner does not move from third. Two strike count, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Bottom of 5. Ooh. I don't know if I'd stand there and not swing at that. That's one of those pitches that you don't know which way the umpire is going to go. 1-2 count. Drilled into center field, over the center fielder's head. That's what Clark wants. Drops around first, stops with a single, and 2 runs will score. That kind of makes up for that boo-boo out in center field, I'm guessing. Coach will like that one. 2 runs score. Williams and Higgins both cross the plate.
18, Raymond Gretsch.
And it's now a 9-5 ball game. Here's Gretsch swing and a miss. I believe he got a piece of it. Count goes 0-1. Outside ball. 1-1. Well, they've gotten 2 of 3 to cut it in half. Can they get the third one? Popped up high. Ellis camps out underneath. Reaches back and makes the one-handed grab. And everybody sits on the edge of their seat. 9-5 is the score. We're going to the 6th inning of play. Will it be the last inning of play or not? We'll find out. Coming up next right here on JockJive.com.
Leading off for South Sumter, number 3, Billy Durham.
6, 7, and 8 in the order right now for South Sumter. They've got a 4-run lead, top of the 6th. Will they capitalize and put some more runs? Or can they get a 1-2-3 Spring Hill White? First pitch called a strike. Najek on the mound. Cameron trying to get it done. Ooh. They used to call that chin music. That was a little too much chin, though. That was almost helmet music there. He almost got him. Billy with that interesting stance in the box, pointing that front foot towards right field. Swings and pops this one up, and it'll go out of play. Good job by the young. Got that gear off quickly. Got to get that mask off on a foul ball that goes behind you. Got to be able to locate it, find it, put the glove on it. So nicely done, catch. Way outside. Two-hopper. Oh, off the chest. Get into the outfield. Hard ball to play. Took it on the chest there. Down to first on the single. Goes Durham. But that was not the play that he would have been. I don't think he would have been able to that ball handcuffed him quickly. I don't think he would have been able to make that play. Foul ball on Jennings. Back screen. There was Gretsch over there at third, and that ball just took a bad hop on him. Line shot right back to the hill. Caught. Throw over to first. Double play. Durham way too far off the bag. Great play by Najek. Clears the bases. 2 down. Brings up Samaje Shines. Ground ball. Knocked down by the first baseman. Nobody there to cover. Ball goes past the pitcher who finally got over there, but Ward did his job. Pitcher and second baseman have got to get over there when they know he's coming this way.
Coming in behind Samaje Shines, we have number 22-ish.
So now with a runner on first, Rodriguez comes to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 1. Outside ball. Shines is going to play a little cat and mouse with him again over there at first. He's not afraid to come off that bag, and the coaches must trust him to be able to run through a pickle. So it's not easy getting chased down in a rundown. Over the top. Catcher needs to just keep. What they need to do is play the first baseman on the bag. I mean, I know you don't play it because there's no leading off, but let him come off. Let the catcher snap a throw down and get him off the bag. It's about the only way you're going to catch him. Move your second baseman over just a little bit. Tell Ward to hang on the bag with the runner. On the outside, now he goes. There's the throw down. Got him. Yep. Nice play and a great throw down by Hotop. So Shines goes sliding into the third out. That's a no-no, but they were trying to push it a little bit. And now you'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order. It'll be Rizzuto, McMurdo, Najek, and then Higgins if they can do anything. Now they need 4 to tie it, 5 to get a second heartbreak game of the night. Last game ended the same way in the bottom of the 6th by getting the winning run across the plate after the opposing team San Antonio had tied the game at 7 apiece. Can Spring Hill White do the same thing here? Stay tuned. We'll find out in just moments. So we get ready to go to the bottom of the 6th inning, a 9-5 lead for Sumter. They need 3 outs to close it out and move on in the winner's bracket. Spring Hill White would drop down into the loser's bracket. These guys have been out there now pretty close to 2 hours. And what a game this has been. It was all 1 inning, though, for Sumter that turned it around.
Stepping to the plate for number 19, Mikey Rizzuto.
So Rizzuto will step in. They need base runners. And a strike called on the first pitch from Gill. Can Gill get a 1-2-3 inning? Ground ball. Whoa! Line shot right into the glove of the third baseman. He'll throw over to first to make sure. Man, what a snag there by Johnson. Boy, that makes up for a couple other plays he had over there tonight. Boy, that's one of those look at what I got type of plays. In the glove on a line shot, first out of the inning. McMurdo comes to the plate now. Again, the loser is not out in this game. They just fall to the loser's bracket. And then you don't have any room to play, so to speak. You cannot lose another one. Fouled off. Spring Hill White jumped out to the early lead and looked like they were going to go through, and they only had 6 outs to take away from Sumter, and Sumter made him pay. Wow, another one right into the glove of Johnson. 2 back-to-back line shots. And Johnson is standing over there going, wow, it's like a magnet. It came right to my glove. The hot corner is definitely hot right now. Najuk pops up the first pitch. Should be the end of the ball game to Caden Ellis, and it is. Fly ball out. And that's going to do it. Sumter comes back to win this ball game by a score of 9-5. What a ball game for them. And again, it was all in that 1 inning that changed this ball game. When they would score their 9 runs in the 5th inning. Remember, there was just 6 outs to get, and Sumter just tore the cover off the ball in the 5th inning. They put up the 9 spot. They win it. 9, move on to play in tomorrow's championship game. I'll have that one for you right here on JockJive.com. Pay attention to our Facebook page. If we get a game time moved out of the loser's bracket, we will do that one. We're hoping that they'll move it 7 and 9 or maybe 6 and 8, but they may not. I don't know yet for sure. We'll let you know as soon as I know. It'll be posted at Facebook, so hopefully we can cover both. If not, we'll cover from the winner's bracket only tomorrow night, and then again the winner's game, championship game, on Thursday. That's going to do it for me. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations to Sumter. They move on, and Spring Hill White will drop down into the loser's bracket. I'm Chuck Sebastian for JockJive.com. Good night, everybody.